This morning we're showcasing looks for the bank holiday weekend, no matter what your plans.
Yeah, stylist Laura Jordan has stayed with us. So 3 more looks that will carry us through.
Yes, through the next 6 weeks or so. Fingers crossed summer. As we were saying earlier, it's too soon to throw in the towel of summer, particularly with the bank holiday weekend. Let's make the most of it and get out and about. So we have some summer pieces to show that off today.
Lovely. Okay, so Ursula's up first.
Yes, so Ursula is wearing a lovely blue dress. Again, it's got a black detail in it, so if we wanted to, we can work it in the coming months when it gets a little bit cooler. But what we have here is a bright, nicely cinched in waist, and again a nice sleeve, which I think is helpful because you're trying to figure out what to put over it in terms of a coat or a jacket or cardigan, etc. Nice midi length was just below the knee, so handy as well if you're maybe in a christening or a church or something where you want to be mindful and careful of that. So in terms of the jewellery that we've put with it, we've gone for some silver pieces, starting off with the ears. These are Weir's own brand. They're cubic zirconium and sterling silver. They have the hoop and drop of star, so it's a nice kind of little bit of sparkle, but then can be worn every day. And then we've got the Alex Monroe collection. We've got the collar pin first, and then we also have the B, which is kind of a really well-known piece that's been used and kind of often imitated, but this is the original piece that they have in store, and again very popular. He's other creatures and animals that go with it as well. And then we have again some silver in the wrist. The watch, often I think silver and blue go nicely together, so you can put silver jewellery with this blue dress for that reason. And again, as you're saying, a nice little cap sleeve, which is nicely collared at the base here as well, so it's a good piece to have. And then right down towards the knee, good again if you're looking for a piece with the jewellery here that will kind of be regularly worn for a gift, etc. It can be something to keep in mind. And then on the feet we have an espadrille style, which is really smart but comfortable. It's kind of the wedge concept that brings in the summer look. And what we have here is again a piece that can be worn for many summers to come because they're that classic style.
Of course.
It's a beautiful colour. I'm trying to figure out
It's very striking, isn't it?
It's not royal blue.
No.
Like a bright
But I love
cornflower.
the fact that you could wear that with, you know, heavy black tights and high boots in the winter.
Yeah, and put a leather jacket over it when you're set, because you do want to think about
that'd be
that
nice.
kind of going forward, particularly when you're purchasing. So this again a smart look, blue. Looks really well for spring summer for gents, and we see it a lot in collections. Again, good bit of rewear options with it. And then a jean just makes it a little more casual, and then we put again their tan piece of leather with it just to give it that all year round feel. When we're looking at a white shirt, it's nice to put some darker colours with it, because white shirt by itself, unless you have a tan, can look a little bit washed. So it's nice to have the bright blue to lift, and then we have the waistcoat as well. So all staples that can be easily reworn and mixed and matched. And take that jacket off and you have just a waistcoat and shirt look, which is equally smart. And then our watch to finish it off as well. That guy there is the bearing from Weir's.
I love that.
I think it's a reminder that navy and blue are just classic for a reason, aren't they?
And I think when we talk about menswear like that, I think that's a word I use all the time, classic, 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 because just typically, maybe it's stereotypically, men shop a little less than females, and they want to have those pieces in the wardrobe that just work.
I think they shop less often but buy much better quality.
Agreed.
Probably,
and they spend more but less regularly, which is why typically menswear investments do stand the test of
But that's
time.
not linen either, even though it's a paler colour.
Exactly.
Ideal for this time of year. Linen, the jacket can look fabulous in the shop in theory, but after half an hour in the car, it looks a bit ratty.
And I think that's a good idea to look for a lighter fabric that maybe has a little bit of linen in it, but isn't primarily linen, because typically it causes all sorts of trouble with ironing and steaming. And as you said, you sit in the car and you're done. So it's a good idea to have something that's the Herbie Frog, or sorry, Lambretti from Richard Williams.
Kelly is off to something fancy.
Yes, Kelly is indeed. So we want to cater for a fancy evening, and again, white we typically our summer colour to show off a tan if you've been away. This again a great price point in order to do that. Nice dropped cowl neck, which is really flattering. It just falls beautifully at the bust, and then we have the gold detailing over the shoulder, which is complemented by the delicate jewellery. So for this one, if you've got skin on show, you want to go delicate with the jewellery as opposed to earlier when we did chunky to kind of mirror the print. So this guy here is a drop gold-plated cubic zirconium earrings, so really beautiful for evening. And then around the world, disc pendant that's 9-carat gold, so it'll stand the test of time. Maybe if someone's heading away travelling or something, it's a nice gift idea. And then all available on the website as well as in the store.
You can see the trend on social media in recent years that hens for their hen weekend or the day after a wedding,
Yes.
the bride or bride-to-be will usually wear white, which is kind of a fun trend, but this could be perfect for that.
It's actually a great hen idea. Yes, a bride-to-be, if
Very
you're
elegant.
heading away.
Very
really
elegant.
nice midi length, and then it's got a dip up the back, which is beautifully cut, so it's helpful just to have that little bit of extra fit.
How do we put
when
a
you're-
coat over that without wrecking it?
I'd probably just do it over the shoulder, like, you know, without putting the arms in, almost like a cape style with a
What you
blazer.
really want to say is don't just
bother.
freeze.
Just beauty's pain, as I say. I think we'd probably do like a nice, light, probably white jacket, to be honest, or maybe light
And
blue or
just
light
hang
pink.
it off the shoulders.
Yeah, and just have it sitting here on the shoulders and keep very elegant.
That cowl neckline, Laura, that's good for a small bust as well as a much bigger bust, isn't it?
So if you have a bigger bust and you use that neckline, you need to have a good bra, because otherwise you'll kind of droop.
no
for want of a
support.
better word.
Yeah.
You're missing supports. You do have to have a really good bra, but a good strapless wonder bra will sort you out. But it's ideal for a smaller bust as well, just to give the illusion of a little bit of extra shape.
Yeah.
And the shoes as well with it are nice low heeled from Vienna shoes.
Gorgeous. Really nice mix, actually,
Look,
isn't
for all
there?
our plans for the weekend.
Yeah.
Am I seeing you here
Work.
tomorrow morning?
Work.
That's okay. We're loving it here in the garden. Thanks, Laura, for
Thank you,
joining us.
Laura, as
Thank you
always.
soon.